Mike Dodd after he's been stuffed twice in a row.
6-2. Dodd and Witt by 4. Easy serve. And Stoklos hits it high off Whitmarsh. The last 4 plays, Stoklos has looked good. He hit one ball straight down right over Whitmarsh, a couple of blocks, and that put away. See if Stokey gets liftoff on his serve. Trailing by 4.
Just so-so, in my opinion. We've watched him play for over a decade and not jumping the way he would like to. Of course, under perfect conditions with the sprained ankle, and you could have heard it pop up here from our broadcast position during warm-ups, not jumping the way he normally would.
Adam Johnson whacks. Adam Johnson's regular partner, Jose Loyola, on the AVP circuit, had to make the switch to Stoklos, and he's getting some nice sets, isn't he?
Boy, that's good setting, of course, from Randy Stoklos. This team played together for all of '94 and part of '95. And the split was not very friendly. They were not having the success that they wanted. And Adam Johnson dropped Randy Stoklos. And they've gotten back together out of necessity because they both right now play with Brazilian partners.
First referee, Will Creech, making that call. A little net tick, a micro tick. And now Johnson, who is a very deliberate player.
To take as much time as possible. It's very, very hot here today in Baltimore, and the officials, it's their responsibility to keep the game going, and if they're not going to push him, he's going to take everything he can get time-wise.
Stoklos looping it out of bounds. Point Whitmarsh and Dodd. That runs the score to 7-2. Dodd Witt now by 5. Randy Stoklos, 7 kills, but he also has 5 hitting errors. Measured in the blocks and the hits out. Whitmarsh chugging. He's got it up.
I thought it hit the brim of his hat. I think they missed a double hit.
Tight. Stoklos blocked by Dodd. The exact same play they made in the semifinals against Karch Karayan and Kent Steffes to seal the deal. Dodd and Whitmarsh up 8-2.
Whitmarsh with fresh legs. Looks like a young Carl Lewis sprinting after this ball. Look at that. Chugga. Don't get a chance to see it there. I thought a double hit should have been called off Mike Whitmarsh's head. Dodd comes in to block. Stokey with the injury. Watch Mike Whitmarsh's hat. I thought it hit the brim of his hat. Should have been a double contact right there. Goes uncalled. Dodd with the stuff, and they're dominating right now.
Timeout. Dodd and Whitmarsh in command in Baltimore. Welcome back to the U.S. Olympic Beach Volleyball Trials here in Baltimore, Maryland. When we left you, Dodd and Whitmarsh were up 8-2. We now move ahead in the match with the mics still in control. Dodd and Whitmarsh leading 12-5, just 3 points away from an Olympic berth. Of course, the story today has been Randy Stoklos. Interestingly, one of beach volleyball's all-time winningest players. But the last couple of years, he struggled a bit with his focus.
Went through a couple of seasons bouncing from one partner to another. Tell you more about that after this play. Misserved again by Adam Johnson. Went with Brian Lewis after he and St. John Smith split. They won 115 tournaments together, and then with Adam Johnson. Was not focused. Got married. Has a beautiful little girl. His perspective of life changed a little bit, but he's rededicated himself with the hopes of getting to the Olympic Games. He's hired a trainer. He's working out like never before. And was playing fabulous volleyball throughout the course of the last month on the AVP Tour. Everybody's saying, hey, Stoklos looking better than he has in years. And again, to have this sprained ankle happen the way it did. It didn't even happen in competition. It happened during warm-ups, a freak accident landing on a ball.
Our score is 12-5. Stoklos and Johnson trying to make a comeback. Dodd and Whitmarsh have been perfect so far. Stoklos, turn around. Wow, Whitmarsh. Now Stoklos needs to put this one down. If there's hope, Stokey will put it away. Yes.
They've converted their last 2 point scoring opportunities. Stoklos and Johnson making a move. They need to hang in just a little bit. This is the beginning of the play. Got to come by Stoklos. Pretty good play, but look at the fabulous stretch out by Mike Whitmarsh. Again, you can go on your opponent's side as long as there's no contact, no interference there. And then the second conversion, successfully done by Stoklos and Johnson.
Now, Whitmarsh is under the net, sprawled out, not making contact. If someone jumps on him right there, I don't think that's Whitmarsh's fault. That's the other guy's fault.
That's an NBA flop.
Referring
trying
back
to draw
to the
the
other
call.
play, yeah.
You were still wrong about the other one, no matter how long ago it happened.
I'm just reminding you that that was correct.
Everybody here in the booth, was he wrong? Was he wrong? Yes, 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 yes.
Let me say...
You're outvoted 7-0. What more do you want?
Let me say one more thing. Nobody here in the booth besides you and me knows anything about volleyball. Just rely on me. All right. Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh are leading 12-6. They're 3 points away from Atlanta. Remember, the loser in this match still has a chance, but they would be up against it. They would have to play, we believe, Karch Karai and his partner, Kent Steffes. Karai and Steffes will be matched against Briseño and Williams, and we think that's a foregone conclusion that they will beat Briseño and Williams.
Karai and Steffes will move on, and once again, Adam Johnson and Randy Stoklos disdaining any shots, hitting the ball as hard as they can at Whitmarsh and Dodd. Dodd was there on that one.
Pretty good serve right down the middle. Boy, Dodd's setting Whitmarsh perfectly. Great thing by Johnson. Well, Stokey should have taken that with his hands. Yeah. AJ, pokey, Dodd. Still going. Johnson, not yet.
Got to set it off the net. That's right. Set the ball back.
Dodd digs it again. Oh, my gosh, it's over the net and Whitmarsh. Wait a second. Was that open hand? No.
Stoklos is in the net at the end of this play, but I'm not sure what Adam Johnson was trying to do. A very long rally, and at the end of it, tries to get the ball on 2 to Stoklos. This is the rally of the match, no doubt about that. There was the first mistake. The ball is set too close. And then it gets really confusing here. Easy looking play. Ball set off the net. AJ's got to find a way to put that ball away. Now look, AJ shanks the pass. I think he's going to Stokey on 1 and just missed the pass altogether.
And Johnson going to take timeout. So the missed pass right over the net. And the score remains 12-6. Dodd and Whitmarsh with a 6-point lead here at the U.S. Olympic Beach Volleyball Trials. An exhausting rally. Even the announcers need a break. We'll come back. More from Baltimore right after this. Baltimore, Maryland, the site of the U.S. Olympic Beach Volleyball Trials. We're back at Baltimore Beach. A reminder, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Game 3. NBA Showtime gets it started. Don't forget Sean Kemp. And the Sonics will host Michael Jordan and the Bulls this time. Of course, the Bulls up 2-0. Game 3 of the NBA Finals tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, here on NBC. The fans in Seattle will be revved up. Here's Randy Stoklos, and here is Mike Dodd. Digging lips, and he puts it away. 13-6. Dodd and Whitmarsh closing in now. They're 2 points away from Atlanta, leading 13-6.
And once again, you cannot beat Dodd by just drilling heat at him time and time again. He's a fast ball pitcher. You just throw it at him, and he's going to pop that up, and they'll score points on you.
Stoklos and Johnson up there. Another one. Can he put it away? They joust. Still alive. No! Welcome back to the U.S. Olympic Beach Volleyball Trials. Chris Marlowe and Paul Sunderland. Dodd and Whitmarsh have played a perfect match. Johnson and Stoklos have struggled. Stoklos stepped on a ball prior to the match. It's affected his play. Now Dodd serving to go to Atlanta for the first time. The second U.S. Olympic berth. And Stoklos. That looked like a young Paul Sunderland at work.
That was thunder. That was a fabulous hit. Dodd and Whitmarsh 1 point away from getting to Atlanta, but they've saved their best volleyball the '96 season for the Olympic trials because they had struggled early on. Only 1 victory and 2 final appearances to their credit. There was even some rumor that they might split up.
Stoklos getting an easy one. That makes it 14-7. It's been all Dodd and Whitmarsh. They jumped out 6-0. They extended their lead to 12-4. Stoklos and Johnson a little sign of life. They got to 12-6. Then Dodd and Whitmarsh with a good defensive play, making it 13-6, 14-6, and now 14-7. So Dodd and Whitmarsh have played, wow, the two most impressive games I've seen in a long time, destroying Karai and Steffes 15-8, and that's destruction when you beat the best volleyball team on the beach, and I think everybody thinks Karai and Steffes are. Now, Dodd and Whitmarsh, match point number 2. And they're going to Atlanta!
With a block point in the match. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen, out there. You've just witnessed the first ever men's team to qualify for Team USA.
How about 38-year-old Mike Dodd, the oldest player on the beach? Make your plane reservations.
Mike Dodd has done everything in the sport of beach volleyball. Never thought they would have a chance to do it in the Olympic Games, and now he's going.
One final look at match point. Mike Whitmarsh at the net, sealing the deal with his 6th stuff block. Interestingly, earlier in the week, Mike Dodd, Mike Whitmarsh, 1 point away from elimination. Today, they earn their Olympic berth. Let's go down to Randy Rosenblum.
The Mighty Mikes flexed their muscles, and Mike Whitmarsh, early in this match, your blocking set the tone.
Yeah, I was kind of in the zone out there. I felt good. Mike gave me some tips a couple weeks ago, and I was just trying to get up and over the net and take away some angles, and Mike came up with a couple big plays at the end of the game that really sewed it up for us.
How did the Stoklos injury early to the ankle affect your strategy?
I don't think it was that bad. I think Randy played well. He was jumping high and hitting hard. I don't think that really had an effect on the game. Mike
Dodd, congratulations, 38 years of age. It's tough to get to Atlanta, and you're there.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. Like I said, this is something I never thought would happen. It's something I really put behind me a long time ago, and now to turn full circle and be in Atlanta, it's going to be something that probably hits me a lot harder in a little while.
You're noted for your defense, and you put on quite a digging display.
Thanks. It's quite easy to put on a digging display when you have a blocking display, getting your first 10 points of the match, I think. So Mike was right. I made a couple of big digs at the end when we were both getting a little tired and really pushed us over the hump. And it's a team game, and we win together, we lose together, and today's one of our brighter days.
A formidable team going to the Olympics. Back to you, Chris.
Well, despite what Mike Whitmarsh said, the play that may have decided an Olympic berth came before the match ever started. Randy Stoklos, while warming up, landed on a ball, a freak accident, and injured his ankle. Let's go now to the medical tent where Paul Sunderland is with a disconsolate Randy Stoklos.
Obviously, it's a very tough time for me right now. And when something like that happens, I think before a match, you just try to, play through it. You're warmed up, your adrenaline's going. And I just try to play right through it. It's, it's pretty difficult because I've put so much time and energy. And for the specific moment. And for me, it's just tough, I wish I could have, kind of been 100% out there. And I don't want to take anything away from Mike and Mike. They played great, and congratulations to them, but it's a tough time right now.
The right ankle and a very difficult day for Randy Stoklos. All right, next up, the latest in sports this afternoon from our Prudential Update studio. That's coming up after these messages. Wow, Murphy's Law has taken over on the side of Johnson and Stoklos.
Stoklos not healthy, but we got to give a lot of credit here to Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh. They crushed Karai and Steffes yesterday and come out and take advantage. They played great volleyball.
1 point away from Atlanta when we come back. Our Dodd and Whitmarsh.